Okay, all right. So first exercises just to warm up. Let me just get you all down my screen as well so I can see you. Okay, first exercise just to warm up. Just going to really try and focus more on the upper back. So we're just going to stand and touch our toes and stand up again. Don't worry about having to have really straight legs. This is more about the shoulders, just bending over and then retracting again when you stand up, not about the hamstrings, so it doesn't matter. Okay, 5, do 10 of these. Good. 9, well done. One more. Lovely. Okay. Now we're going to stand with our palms facing upwards, arms tucked into the side. We're just going to rotate from one side to the middle and back to the other, and really feel that kind of turn in the back and your obliques. And there's going to be 10 in total, so it'll be 5 on each side. I've got one more. Cool. Okay, next one. Take a bit of a stance, we can't see too well, but I've got one foot in front of the other, with my front leg just a little bit bent. My hands interlocked together, and as I push through and come forward, so my hips are going to come forward, I'm opening up and turning my fingers round so they finish this way. So they start facing me and they finish up at the ceiling. And every time, just try and push through a little bit deeper and try and get those hands pushed all the way up. Try from this angle as well, you might be able to see a bit better. So I'm finishing with my palms just facing the ceiling. We'll do 8 on one side, and we are actually going to switch legs and try 8 on the other side as well. Well done. Okay, next one, another standing one. Hands interlocked, so just gently behind our head, and we're literally going to do like a bicycle crunch standing up. So really try and turn and get that body, the back twisting and turning towards the knee. I'm just going to do about 15 of these. Okay, now we're going to come down to the floor. We're going to do that kind of classic spider stretch, but obviously we're not focusing as much on the hips today. We're focusing more on the rotation. So one foot in front of the other, and then the hand closest to our foot is just going to come up and really try and arch back with that hand. We'll just do 8 on each side. Really try and open up the shoulder blades or the chest, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Sorry, told you it was one of those days. Right, well done. 6, 7, and 8. And do the same on the other side. Really try and bring that arm back behind you. Well done. Good. Okay, next one. We did this last week as well. We're doing some cat and cows. So thinking about tucking the head in, pushing your hands through the floor, and really try and think about squeezing the shoulders coming together at the front. The head starts to come up as we roll the back, and the bum goes backwards. And then we're going to come the other way. Start tucking the bum, pushing the shoulders up, and tuck the head last. And start with the head again, roll the lower back. I'm going to do 10 of these. Nice and slow. Really push your hands through the floor when you're in the positions, the end positions. Just show something on the side as well. So 10 of those on the cat and cows. Okay, just come, I'll let you guys finish, don't worry, keep going, 10 of them. All right, okay, now we're just going to be on all fours. I just want you to think about rocking from side to side, one hand and then the other. You start to lift the hands up just a little bit, just get a bit of motion one side to the other, and then think about coming forward and back as well. Okay. Now you're going to sit backwards into child's pose. Start thinking about sinking the head and shoulders through, and then turn one hand so the thumb is facing upwards. Keep that sinking feeling all the way through, and you're going to bring the arm up in front for sort of 8 pulses. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then lay it flat and turn the other way. So thumb facing upwards, and we go again. Well done. You might find that you're able to move one hand up perhaps a little bit higher than the other. Okay, we're going to repeat that before trying to take it onto a slightly deeper stretch. So one more time, sit back onto the heels, turn the hand so the thumb is facing upwards, and 8. And again. Good. Okay. Next one we're going to do is a sort of a downward dog, but on your forearms. So my forearms are going to be flat, but I'm going to send my bum a bit more into the air. So I look like this from the front, and from the side. Again, my forearms are flat on the ground. My bum comes up into the air. My legs are a bit bent. And you want to just try and think about sinking your head and shoulders through. So we're going to hold it there a little bit. So the forearms stay flat on the ground, and think about your head and shoulders and pushing backwards. Just hold it for another 10 seconds. And knees down, and just come forward. Stretch out a little bit. It's sort of a bit about a half cobra. Well done. And then just come back, and we're just going to repeat that again. So forearms on the floor, knees up, push through the toes, sink the hips backwards, and try and keep the head nice and low. Sink the head and shoulders kind of through the arms. And rest. Okay. So the one that I wanted you to try and do now, if you can, if you have got a chair, I'm going to try and show you on the side of my plates. But you want to be able to kneel at your chair, put your elbows on the chair, and think about your hands coming back towards your shoulder blades and sinking your head and shoulders through and pushing down. Just going to make sure you can all see me all right. I think you can. Good. So let's just stay here. Push the head and shoulders through. And just sink down into it. Bum back onto the heels. Another 10 seconds. Well done. And then just release it, come up. And then we're going to try and sink down a little bit deeper, and we'll repeat this twice more. So now hands again onto our backs and try and sink down deeper. You can take your knees a bit wider at the front. Well done. Good job. And then let's go one more time. Same thing. And keep breathing while you're trying to gain more depth. Good. And rest. Okay. Let's come back to my mat. All right. Okay. Next one. Sit up straight. I've just got my legs out in front of me, and put your arms forward and then kind of push them forward. So you're thinking about kind of rounding the shoulder and pushing a little bit further forward. So I'm here and then I'm pushing forward. So I'm feeling a stretch across my back. Try and then be nice and tall in the tummy, and then bring the arms all the way up and back down. Just do 10 of these. This is an exercise you can also do like at the wall. So you can sit with your back against the wall and try and see if you can get your arms back towards the wall. And exhale as they come back down. Done. Going. 10 of these. Done. Okay. So the next one, similar to some of the ones we've done before. We're going to be lying on our front. So just watch first. I'll try and talk it through at the same time, so our arms finish in a slightly different position in order to open the back up more. So my start position, I'm lying on my front, backs of my hands in the small of my back. I send my arms outwards, try and keep them really high. Feel the rotation. The arms come straight to the front, and then they finish down on my head with my palms facing down. And then I go again. Come back up this way, all the way round. Feel the rotation in the shoulder, and then you finish with your palms to the back of your lower back. All right, so we're going to do these nice and slowly. Feel the rotations in the shoulder, okay? And we're going to go for 6 of these, all right, just 6. So hands start in the small of your back, palms face down, arms come out to the side. Feel the rotation come through the shoulder, arms all the way to the front, and then your hands finish, come down to your head. Palms facing down this time. Send them back up into an I, and then all the way around, keeping them really high, finishing small of your back. And go again. Think about the chest doing the work and the scapula. So your chest is staying up a little bit, squeezing those shoulder blades together as you come round. The chest is just up a little bit to allow you to move. But it's the back and the shoulders that are doing the work. I don't know how many I've got. I think I've got one more. Let's go again. One more. Well done, guys. Nice small movements. Oh, well done. Okay, next one, just let people finish off. Well done. Next one, we're going to do page turns. So you're going to lie on your side, hands together. Just move my angle down a little bit, my screen. Lie on your side, head relaxed down, arms out to one side, and then I'm going to be opening my arms up like a book. And try and keep initially your shoulder stacked and see how far back you can get the arm. Some people might get their arm towards the floor. I have got no hope. In a minute, we'll let the shoulder blade come down. But let's do 6 here, first of all. And nice and slow. See how far you can bring that arm back each time. See if you can get a bit more coming through. So the back of the hand heading towards the floor. Hold on. One more. Good. All right. And then after you've done 6, on the next one, we're going to do 4 more up to 10. You can let the shoulder blade open up this time as well. So the other shoulder can fall towards the ground as well for the last 4. And then you come all the way back, open up again. And this time that other shoulder can help to try and get the hand all the way to the floor. Good. And then we're going to repeat doing the same thing on the other side. So we'll do 6 to start off with, whilst you're stacked on the one shoulder. And then we do 4 where we'll let the shoulder blade come to the floor as well. And you'll soon find that you've probably got more rotation in one side than the other. That's it. So once you've done 6 on the next ones, You can let the other shoulder fall back as well to help you get that hand to the floor. Keep the head on the mat. Lovely. Good. Okay. All right, just a few more to finish with. Okay, now sit cross-legged. I'm going to try and stretch out a little bit on the kind of lower part of the back. So all I want you to do just to start off with is sitting cross-legged. And now I want you to kind of think about putting weight down onto one side and then the other. So lean across to one side. So I'm just going to lean across to one side and see if you get a bit of a stretch up the other side. So I'm going to lean to one side. And then switch to the other side. Just get a bit of a lean. Lengthening out. Okay, I'm going to take this a bit deeper now. So now I've got my legs out in a straddle in front of me. Okay. And I'm going to reach to one side and I'm reaching to the outside of my trainer. So this arm's going to come all the way up and across and I'm going to reach to the other side of my trainer. I'm just going to hold for about 10 seconds. If you've got tight hamstrings and you're feeling at your hamstrings, you can just loosen the leg a little bit. We're looking to get a stretch down the side of our body and down to here. So another big reach up and over to the outside of the trainer. And hopefully you'll start to feel it in the back. I'm sure some of you are getting it in your hamstrings as well. I am. Well done. Let's just do one more again. Come back to neutral. Reach up that arm all the way over to the side of the opposite side of the trainer. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. So we'll do it 3 times again. So again, reach up with the arm, try and come down the opposite side of the trainer. Well done, and then release, and then go again, big stretch up, all the way over, and hold it again for about 10 seconds. And release, and the last time, stretch the arm up all the way over to the back of the trainer. Hopefully you can feel that stretch all the way down the side. Well done. Okay. So one more for the kind of 2 more to go really, twists and things. So we're back on all 4s. And we're going to have one sort of fingertips to our temples. Elbow comes into the elbow or anywhere below on the opposite arm. And then you're going to turn and up at the elbow and then back round. And try to make sure that the turn, the twist, looking up at the elbow is coming from the back and you're keeping your hips central. So only come as far as you can, letting the back do the turning, not the hips. And we'll go for 8 of these. Well done. back to central. We'll go again on the other side. So fingertips to the temple, elbow comes in. Reach up and look at the elbow, top of the elbow, keeping the hips stacked up. Really squeeze those shoulder blades together when you're in that up position. Get squeezing one on top of the other. Eight on that side. Well done. Okay, on our backs now. We're just going to lie on our back. We're going to let our legs come to one side. You can even bring one leg slightly over the other, and then your upper body goes in the opposite direction. And we'll just lie here for about 20 seconds, 30 seconds on each side. Just change angles so that you can see me well enough. Go on here. Our arms over the other side. Well done. And bring your legs back together and then let them go the other way. Again, you can bring one leg further over if you like, and then the arms to the opposite side. Well done. And then just come out of that, and then we'll just finish with a little bit of that lower back and up into cobra. Just finish with a little bit more on the lower back. Hopefully as well, your shoulders will retract back a little bit more now as well. Squeeze the bum, finish with the head up. And then sink back and finish in child's pose. Just sink your head down and just make it more relaxing this time rather than pushing the stretch. Well done. And then that's it on that one today. I'll just stop the recording.